we're here with Gloria Rossi, and we are so excited because we really want to share just, a sense of community about Ashland. The most interesting people move here, and we get to be friends, and we get to know them, and we get to love them, and so...
It's a treat. It's a treat to be here. 2.5, almost 3 years. Actually, from Europe, I figured that Ashland was one of the few places that I could drop into after being away from America for 10 years. And I think I was right. I really do love my time here.
Perfect. So when was the first time you came here?
In 1989, I came here with small children. My husband and I were on our way to Seattle for a trip. We were on our way to Greece, doing kind of a scoop up the coast, and we came here and we just looked around and we said, oh my God, what is this place? We're going to have to come back here. My husband said, we had no babysitters to go into the theater. So we looked, we were on the bricks at the time. This is 21 years ago.
Whoa.
Yorgo said, we need to come back here. Yes, we do.
Now you have to know about Gloria, and a couple things. First of all, she was on Broadway. Okay, so tell us just a little bit about that.
Well, for years I was an actor. I mean, for years I was a professional actor. I've done television, and actually my big TV won an Emmy for the LA Law. It was that one called Venus Butterfly. I don't know if you remember that one.
No, I'm
called
sorry.
The Venus, well, no one actually knew what the Venus Butterfly was, and that's what Steve Bochco wanted to create this. Anyway, I've done mostly live theater. And I've done that since early on, being raised in Northern California. My first job, I think, was in elementary school in the Millbrae Players.
Oh boy.
And I played one of the children in the Little Foxes, I think.
So it was a natural with the Oregon Shakespeare Festival.
Yeah, it was a natural to come here. And I thought I would never do a Greek restaurant again, or a food business, because they're tough. I mean, they're very all inclusive. They take you, they pull you, 24/7.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
I used to own restaurants before real estate, so I totally know. She has a restaurant though that actually was on the New York Times.
We were very lucky to have that New York Times good review in the travel section. The 6 others that we've done have been in Southern California since 1983. But this is the first one that I did that was kind of my baby. It was not my husband wanted them to be like very, very, order at the counter kind of deal. This is the first one that is sit down and really based on the Mediterranean diet, Greek version of the Mediterranean diet. And mostly, as much as we can do, grass-fed, organic. We even have Himalaya salt in the shakers. And yeah,
it's delicious.
And
it's fabulous location because it's just like right on the creek, right there downtown Ashland, right off the plaza. And what's the name of it?
Blue. It's called Blue. Why is it called Blue? Why? Everybody asks me why blue. I chose blue because the primal color blue, blue sky, blue water, blue. The amazing blue color of Greece that people can't forget when they go there.
Absolutely.
But also blue zones.
Oh.
Because for years, I'm a doctor in Chinese medicine as well.
Oh my gosh.
And
I'm not surprised.
I think a lot of the people that come to Ashland, we have like second and third destinies here, as Dr. Jean Houston, our very illustrious constituent here, reports that a lot of us are moving into our second and our third, maybe even our fourth destiny. So I brought 20 years of being a naturopathic doctor into the restaurant and studied blue zones, which are, if you look it up, it's really very interesting. Of course, they're researching what makes a blue zone, and I think there are 12 parameters: being engaged in your community, being engaged with your family, clean water, clean food. So it's very interesting to go in that and see what the common denominators of a blue zone are. I think there's one in Peru or Chile, one in Greece, Ithaca, one in Italy in Sardinia, one in Russia. I think it's the Hunza people. So it's very interesting to look at blue zones and see, how you work within those parameters. So I think Ashland has a lot of that already.
It sounds like it.
Well, we're very cozy in terms of our topography here. A lot of the Oregonians that I know here constantly comment on the Siskiyous and the Cascades embracing each other, and how unusual that is energetically for
Absolutely.
a place to be embraced in this. In these two mountain ranges, what, 2,500 feet above sea level. It's even been designated by one friend of mine as an anti-nuclear zone, and I don't know the proof on that, but they say Los Osos and Ashland are anti-nuclear zones. Why? I'm not quite sure about that.
Actually, I had some clients that bought property from me,
Really?
and this was years ago, maybe 25 years ago, and they said the reason that they chose Ashland
Oh.
because it was the safest place in the world in case of a nuclear holocaust, which was like,
Well, I think
I'm
there's
like,
something
what?
to that.
You
Yeah.
know, and it is, they said because of the the mountains coming together the way they do, and the,
Right, and
you
so
know,
if
so
the
many
dust
different
comes
areas.
over, it would come over
But
us.
really-
I'm not quite sure about that. Well, we can't prove that.
no.
And and we hope that
we
will
don't want
never
to.
be tested.
No. Tell us your connection with Jean Houston.
Well, for years I've studied Jean's work. She's written 29 books on, she's really one of the pioneers of the human potential movement.
Right,
And
exactly.
she lives in a wonderful edifice here built by Buckminster Fuller in the mountains of Ashland. And actually, I brought one of her books back with me when I moved back to the United States. I brought A Mythic Life. And she came into the restaurant way early on when we opened, like the second week. And we just started a wonderful dialogue together. And Peggy Rubin, her partner for 27 years now in her mystery schools worldwide, is taking a sabbatical. So I have been brought on as Jean's working partner.
Fantastic.
And I've done, it's really been fascinating. I've done four altogether. We go to the mountains above Petaluma in a fascinating place called the Noetic Science Seminar Center, which was built by an astronaut. And it's between Novato and Petaluma.
That's
It's
beautiful. Beautiful
seminar
area.
center.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful area. And she does some here at the Buckminster Fuller Geodesic Dome, where she lives. And basically I've been brought in to do a lot of the work that is kind of mytho-theater, because in expanding people to their greatest possibility, theatrical or exercises that are used in theater are very effective for that, for voice, for the body, and just for opening up the senses, opening up the senses in every way. So
That's exciting.
yeah, at the last one actually, we worked on a myth that I have been studying for many years, which is a Greek mystery school called Thesmophoria, where I actually performed the hymn of Demeter, certain lines of it, in ancient Greek.
Oh my gosh.
And it was an oh my gosh for people, because
I'd like to see
they
that.
they'd never heard ancient Greek spoken, and it's one of the Homeric great poems, one of the great stories ever. The hymn of Demeter is one of the
Ooh,
great
I'd love
stories.
to see that sometime. So.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Gloria, we
That's
just
great.
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for meeting with us and
You're
telling us
very
all
welcome.
about your wonderful restaurant. It sure is delicious.
It's great, and just if anybody wants to know more about you, they'll be able to just click on our website,
Wonderful.
barbaraallen.com, and find out more about Gloria and her story. And we're so lucky to have you here.
Thank you.
You're a doll.
Thank you. I feel the same. So back at you.
Okay, thank you.